Ladies and gentlemen, we are live and back at it again, folks. Welcome back to the Wrestling for Life Network. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. That means we're kicking off another AEW Dynamite tonight. We have all your reaction to all the action. It's going to be a fun one. We're looking forward to the show tonight. What does TK have in store? Well, we're going to talk about it. Plus, there's wrestling news, wrestling rumors, and a whole bunch of things going on, even maybe a baby. But we're going to talk all about it. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We're live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you AEW Dynamite tonight on the road to Forbidden Door. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. As always, I appreciate everyone for being here. Hope you're upbeat. Hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. There we go. But we got lots to get into. Lots out going on. Lots on the card tonight. Lots of intrigue. Lots of stories. Lots of rumors. Plus, everyone's still talking about Karrion Kross and so much more. It's going to be a fun one here tonight, folks. So blow up that chat, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, be a part of the family, be a part of the shows. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. Let us know what is on your wrestling mind. As I see that chat filling up already, we're excited for Wednesday. We're excited for tonight, and we are not holding back. Hopefully, it's a good night. As always with Wednesdays, we hope for a good show. I know a lot of people say every show's a good show, but we're going to see. We're going to see what they have in store for us. Another all-star match. I'm going to run through the card. We'll talk about it. But blow up that chat. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Don't forget those little reaction buttons at the bottom. Make sure you get in there and help our algorithm out. We want to spread the word of the Wrestling for Life Network as we continue to grow. We want to hit our next milestone. We want to grind towards 10K. We want it all, folks, and you get to be a part of it. The WFU is strong and doing its thing, and tonight is no different. So, with that being said, again, hope everyone out there is doing well. You got Wednesday in the books. Hump day is done. We're going to cap it off with a little bit of wrestling tonight. Then we're going to get into the entire weekend. It's a busy one. We got lots going on here, and I will talk about that after we talk about the card. And, of course, I will get in that chat and say hello to everybody as soon as we get there. I'm looking forward to tonight. Is that okay to say? I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. What do you got? I mean, we've seen a decent week of wrestling so far. Monday, not bad. Last night, I thought it was pretty good. Tonight, what do you have? What does Tony Khan have? Lots of talking, lots of opinions out there about what AEW is doing. For my money, it's been a little bit weak sauce since All In. So I'm looking forward to a good stream. I'm looking forward to a good show. We need something. We got to start building some excitement for Forbidden Door. It doesn't feel overly Forbidden Door-ish, but we'll talk about it. We're going to get into all of it tonight. Plus, we will talk about Kross. Is Naomi having a baby? Now they've announced that Jimmy and Naomi are going to be on the Stephanie podcast. So what does that mean? Are we getting a big announcement? We'll find out. But, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see what this one brings for us as we are just under 10 minutes away from the show, as I have the Amazing Race wrapping up on my screen right now. But before I say hello to all you wonderful people out there, as I see this chat blowing up, some of y'all are making me laugh already, and we're going to talk about it. But what do we get tonight? Well, we got lots of stuff. I will mention Spaz, MDB, Damien. I had to do math. I had to add it up. Steiner had to help me out. But we did figure out after our double stream last night that Spaz, MDB, and Damien were our top three chatters. That's what those little crowns are for. So get in that chat, blow it up, get your crown, get on the top of the board. But as far as Dynamite goes, what might explode here tonight? Well, Adam Page face-to-face with MJF. Again, lots of talk about this. How's it going to play out? MJF has the contract. Adam wants him to use the contract to get the fight. MJF wants the fight without using the contract. What does it mean? Where are the Hurt Business? Is that all but done? It feels done, doesn't it? But we will see how this plays out. Nothing's really lined up or set up as far as where they're going. So we will see. We will see here tonight. And as always, it should be interesting with these guys. We have a trios match, a weird one in the sense of Thekla, Sky Blue, and Mercedes are going to team up and take on Queen Eminata, Alex Windsor, and Willow. So heel team, babyface team. The only thing I'm a little confused about is Julia Hart just started this faction with Thekla and with Sky Blue, and she kind of got bumped to Mercedes in this spot. I told everyone how I felt about Alex Windsor last week. I think it's absolutely insane. I think it's ridiculous that Alex Windsor is getting a pay-per-view title shot already out of left field. You have people on this screen that have been working hard that deserve it. You have people that we haven't seen in months that deserve it. The Alex Windsor thing is a little bit of a burr in my saddle right now, but we will talk further as we get this match. Hopefully it's a fun match. I'm not that I'm not that optimistic about it. Jon Moxley will be taking on Kevin Knight. I guess after beating up Speedball last week, he has now moved on to Kevin Knight. Again, what does this mean for Moxley? Moxley getting thrown into random matches. Is it leading to something? I don't know. I don't get it. I thought maybe after losing the title, Moxley would take a little bit of a sabbatical. I was wrong. Here he is. So we'll see how that goes. And there is something in the chat I will touch on as we get there. We get another All-Star. This one, we've had so many All-Star matches in AEW, we ran out of people. We have TBD, a blank. So this All-Star match, Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander, the Bucks taking on Hologram, Brody King, Ishii, and TBD. So that shall be fun. All-Star, I don't know. We'll see what it all means. How does this work out? I don't get it. I feel bad for Brody King. This really feels like throw the names in a blender and see what comes out. I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. A match that I'm actually looking forward to just because of what it is. But Cope versus Big Stoke. Let's go. Let's see how this plays out. Stoke can work. Stoke can sell his ass off. Stoke's been around for a hot minute. This shall be fun. So let's go. Let's see how this plays out. They're building something here. I know Christian's trying to tie up his loose ends, but a lot of the thought is Edge and Christian in Toronto versus FTR. So that would make a lot of sense. Though Christian's still kind of tied up with what is now being called. Did you guys know that they're now calling it the matriarchy? The Mama Waynes. We should just call them the Mama Waynes. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But that is your card. That is what I know is announced tonight. We're going to get into it. We're going to have some fun with it. And that will be in about 5 minutes. So I better get to this chat momentarily. Don't forget to get your merch. Don't forget to join the WFU. Use the hashtag WFU, the hashtag W4LN on all your wrestling posts. Tag us, bring the family together, and let us know you're out there. So make sure you do that on anything you post about wrestling. Let's build this WFU. The IWC is toxic. The IWC is dying. And I think a lot of us are starting to tune them out. It is every day this relentless belly aching and griping and belly aching and griping and whining. The WFU is a much nicer place to be. We are the Wrestling Utopia for a reason. Impact tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. We go live. Anthony Big Nick will take you through Impact. We're looking forward to that. Back-to-back Impact weeks. So it should be a lot of fun. Lots going on as it is the night before Emergence. We will be here live on Friday for Emergence. So don't miss that. And I will give everyone the update. 8:30 p.m. Saturday night, we will be here live for Triple Mania. We're looking forward to this one. It's going to be a fun one. We know when it starts. We don't know when it's going to end, but our Saturday streams always cook here. So make sure you're here for that one. Show Triple A some love, show some support, and we'll see how the show goes. But that is your rundown. Now I'm going to try and catch up to the chat, which you know I always do such a great job of. But here we go. Let me know in the chat, what are you looking forward to tonight? What feels good? What are you excited for? Is there anything you're excited for? How do these cards line up for you? There just doesn't seem to be a lot of rhyme or reason to a lot of it, but we'll talk about it. Zach is the first one in the chat tonight. Happy National Filet Mignon Day. Why didn't you tell me earlier? You probably did tell me earlier, actually, Zach. I appreciate you. Welcome back, sir. I should have had that instead of hamburger. There you go. There you go. Now I know. Now I know. Bradley, let's try again. See y'all later tonight for the best one-man show on YouTube. Sir, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the kind words, and I appreciate the giver of gifts. Bradley has given over 100 memberships out to people in the chat, so we appreciate that and the support and the love. So make sure you're nice to Bradley. He might be nice to you. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe, welcome back. Kyle Fletcher, Young Bucks, yes. All-star, all-star. If everybody's a fucking all-star, there are no all-stars. It's that simple. Too many all-star matches. They're giving titles to like little names to everything. Did you guys see we're getting the what did they call it? The technical spectacle? More like the technical testicle coming up on Saturday. Lee James, how you doing? Man, oh man, I can't wait for KJ and Nick tonight. Got to talk about Cross because KJ was right all along. It's pro wrestling you never know. Like Rihanna said, work, 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 work. I mean, again, it's interesting. I will try and get to this during a commercial or a boring part of Dynamite tonight. The Cross thing, if you haven't checked it out, he sat down with Ariel Helwani today. I watched every minute of it live. I couldn't turn away from it. And it makes it even more interesting now. Because if you watch that and you're like, oh, it's a work, it is so hard to believe that it's a work. Like, just based on that interview alone, it's a tough sell for me. As I'm going to get the start of the show before I get through any of these. Eric, welcome back. Cope versus Big Stoke. Let's go. Let's go. If I should, I don't know. I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I can't wait to hear KJ's thought on Moxley. Oh my God. Rick, welcome back, sir. This is hilarious. John Moxley says, it's kind of like a Hot Pocket. Like, you ever put a Hot Pocket in the microwave for like 3 or 4 minutes and it's like too long and it just explodes? No, we're not fucking morons. What are you talking about? You are comparing tonight's show in your hometown or your home state or wherever the fuck to a Hot Pocket. And when he says it's like a Hot Pocket, I think he means it's never as good as you hope it's going to be, and it generally makes you feel a little sick when you're done with it. That's what I get when you say Hot Pocket. You could have compared it to Dynamite because the show's called Dynamite. You could have called it explosive in a multitude of ways, but no, you opted, it's like a Hot Pocket. Yeah, that's how, let's sell that. You're going to go on local news and talk about how your wrestling show is like a Hot Pocket, bro. What the fuck? Anyway, we're moving on. Jefferson, as I am getting the violence warning. If you want to sync up with me, I'll let you know where I'm at with this. But Dynamite is tonight, and I hope KJ don't turn into Rodney Dangerfield and Easy Money. I get no respect. But here we go, folks. We got the crowd view. Cincinnati, Ohio. We are live, late, and ready to go. Woo! Let's go. Kevin, welcome back. We'll see. Dennis, how you doing? And we open the show with MJF. Interesting. Let's go. Isaac, welcome back. Mega, welcome back. Cherokee George, good to see ya. Yes, the stare down. Yeah, we'll see how this works out. If this is more just MJF saying, taking swings at the low-hanging fruit and Paige just yelling at him, it's not going to work. There's potential here with these two to make it work, and I hope they can. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Thank you for using the hashtag. Keep using it, sir. I'm feeling all the AEW vibes tonight. I like it. MDB, the Knee Pad Patrol's back at it again. Good to see you as always, sir. Alexis, welcome back. Kevin, I got you. Stay away, iPad. Let's go. I'm not sure what your real name is, but stay away. Let's go. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Sean's back with us. Let's go. Love it. Love seeing those hashtags. Saffit, always a pleasure. Kevin, Saffit again. How you doing? What's up? Let's go. Who else we got here? Jose, always a pleasure, sir. Always out there causing trouble. And here comes the cowboy. Cowboy shit. Cowboy. It's going to be like a Hot Pocket. What the fuck? Anyway, we end in the stream early. Yeah, we better not be. I don't have Anthony here. Unless Anthony sneaks in the back door and starts pushing some buttons, I think we're going to be okay. Because as MDB very well pointed out, hashtag blame Anthony. But yeah, we should be good to go. Unless Tony pisses me off enough that I just throw my hands up and walk out. But I highly doubt it. I've been here for worse. Ken, how you doing? Starts off Wednesday stream optimistic. Shocker. I love this little song and dance. Every week, right? Like every week I'm like, hey, because I'm in a good mood. You know, I'm feeling a little lit. I got food in my belly. Life's good. I'm happy. The folks are here hanging out with me. Everything's good. There's no reason not to be optimistic. And about 6 minutes into every show, goes out the fucking window. What have we done? But we are setting this one off. Gabrielle, how are you tonight? How are you? Kyle, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. The main character, the main antagonist. Okay, at least we got good guy, bad guy. We figured this out. Mega, welcome back. Damien, we got you. Mercedes, yeah, I don't get it, but we'll deal with that later. Make AEW great again, says Michael. Just make it consistent. It's crazy. And anyone out there, the feeling restored. It has been bunk since All In. Like, let's not even go all year. Let's just be real. They had a good All In. All In was fun. All In was successful. And they've been shit since. And I don't care what anyone says. And anybody out there in the world that ever hears me say what I'm saying right now, I welcome you to come on and debate it with me. Tell me what I'm missing that is so good about these shows. Dre. We're going to go with Dre on this one. He would get her Prego. Yeah, Jimmy in trouble. Jimmy, everybody mad at Jimmy. Here goes Hangman getting right in his face right away. Your very first pay-per-view defense. Okay. The good guy wins, you dumbass. Dumbass! And the crowd went. We got a golf clap from the Cincinnati, Ohio crowd tonight. What up, Dennis? Let's go. I need it. There was a double stream last night. What? What's up, Anthony? Hope you're doing well, sir. Always a pleasure to have Anthony on the streams, and it's great to see him back. Again, no harm, no foul. Shit happens. It's not the first time, knock on wood, but it probably won't be the last time shit goes wrong. It's the cause and effect of being live over 300 days a year. It's insane. Kyle, all is fucking wonderful. Can't complain. Lots of good wrestling going on. Life's good. Can't be mad at it. You know, again, enjoy the days. Be grateful. Find things to be happy about. The world's not so bad. And again, just in case it's your last one, be in a good mood. I think the crowd is chanting, "You're a pussy." It's a little, I mean, maybe a little more low brow compared to the other company. Mega, how you doing? Denisha, always good to see ya. There you go. Because of me, what did I do? Anthony out here giving us the Shaggy treatment. It wasn't me. KJ, I know NXT was last night, but what did you think about the main event? And what do you think about the Dark State? I am really starting to like those boys. I thought NXT was fire. Michael, I thought last night was a really good show. I think I gave it 7.5 last night. Solid show, entertaining, a couple lulls that the NXT always kind of gives me. But overall, I thought the main event was really good. I thought Nia and Lash Legend stole the show last night. And Dark State, for everyone out there that can't really get into them and they're suffering by comparable, they're legitimately being booked solid right now. They ran amok last week. They ran amok this week. They won this week. They're going to TNA and fucking shit up. They're doing their jobs right now, and I think it's okay for me. Okada, let's go. Jerome, I don't know why we're chanting Okada. Miss Bruv. That's how we get where we're going in this company. KJ with an early horse reference. There we go. Speaking of horses, Cowboy sitting back. Okay, that's weird. If God is all like you're perfect, and okay, MJF taking shots at God. KJ on the calm side right now. Let's hope AEW keep him calm. We need British Nick since we had Nick on Monday and Anthony Powers on Anthony Powers. We might have to run with that. Some boos. The crowd feels a little lukewarm right now for this promo segment, guys. Let me know how you're feeling out there. I'm going to actually turn up my volume just to see if I'm missing something. But the crowd seems pretty subdued. NXT was good last night. A lot of people, I saw a lot of good reviews, a lot of positive vibes for NXT last night. Lots of moving parts, lots going on. Mash in the building, Ash in the building. You know, we got Moose involved. It's crazy times. It's crazy times. What's up? Got you. Lord AEW. Let's go. Coming soon, Moxley versus Claudio. Coming soon, Moxley versus a Hot Pocket. Because the moron can't use a fucking microwave, apparently. Do you ever just leave it in there till it explodes? What do you mean? You set it for 10 minutes and go for a coffee? The fuck? That's what tonight's going to be, like a Hot Pocket. What the fuck? Get out of here. Dumb shit. What's up, Jake? Happy National. Got that one. Hashtag WFU. Let's get this thing going. Cooper, love seeing it. Love it. Appreciate it. Let's go. Mama Wayne can stick. Yeah. And I mean, really, she's like the biggest, toughest one in the faction. So we got to keep her. You guys are great. Look at this chat going. Kalani pitting JC was a surprise. It really was. I didn't expect that for Kalani. Kalani's been hot and cold for me. Anthony Powers, what's up? Bash, how you doing? Jason, welcome to the chat. MDB, I got you. Damien, good to see you. Jose, welcome back. Great minds, Jose. I don't know if great's the right word. What's up, Anthony? Welcome. Does MJF cash in? Well, do they have a match? And let's say Hangman beats MJF. He goes to celebrate, gets jumped by MJF, and then MJF wins anyway. Could that be a thing? Or does Hangman get him to use his contract now? Like he gets so mad, he says, oh, fuck it, I cash in. I'll see you at Forbidden Door. As Hangman talking to the back of Maxwell's head. And the crowd's still not really reacting. You won't take your shot because you're afraid. Adam Page had to go from Mox to Max. Does Hangman defend his belt? Well, right as of right now, it looks like they're trying to set up MJF. Right? So your guess is as good as mine. That seems to be the case and what they're trying to accomplish. So we'll see how it plays out here tonight. I'm waiting for MJF to lose his temper here. You won't take your shot. You're afraid. So Hangman egging him on. Been watching New Heights, 316. You do you, boo-boo. The master of masters, sir. Perfected. Let's go, Rance. How you doing, buddy? Mega, always a pleasure. Chris, welcome back. I wonder if anyone from AEW will take a shot or show support for Cross. Maybe. I mean, again, it's been very interesting. Cross was public. Before I came on tonight, I saw somebody using clickbait of like Cross blast the WWE. He did not. Cross has been very professional, almost sad, like almost depressed, almost like I don't want to speak on his behalf, especially if this is more. There it is. They're beeping him out. You gutless coward. MJF freaks out. I don't know what he said. And the commentary is not happy about it. MJF is CMML champ, right? That's good enough. They're not good. And anytime you think like, oh, you know what? I'll throw one of those in the microwave. It's going to be okay. It never turns out okay. They're not good. And they hit your tummy like, oh. like a fucking brick. What's up, pal? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. She got fired already? Woo! Okay, so no more. If MJF executes the contract, MJF, he's duped by the world champion. All right, so we're getting MJF Adam Page for the AEW World Championship. And as I understand it right now, at least based on commentary, they are, MJF's putting his contract up. As we go back to last week, Moxley, so it looks like we're going from Max to Mox. So everybody, the Hot Pocket should be in the building very soon. Sup, Jason? Got you. KJ White, Wrestling for Life is the best. Kevin, I love it. I love it. And we really are. Sorry. We are. And I'm not sorry. When does MJF cash in? It looks like now. It looks like he's cashing in at Forbidden Door. I think that's the story that just got told. It didn't go great, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but Moxley is standing outside the building like, again, this fucking just wandering around like a drunk. Whatever you think is happening at Forbidden Door is not happening. As he almost staggers into the guardrail, and him and Marina and Wheeler. Where is Claudio? And he won't do it. He won't do it. What's up? Let's go. Let's go. Bash got you. If I missed you, I'm saying hello. Put it on a shirt. We shirt people. Do we get Darby tonight? 100% we get Darby tonight. I will put our first poll of the night up, especially for this barn burner of a Hot Pocket. You ever put a Hot Pocket in the microwave for too long? Fucking dumb shit. Thank God. So Mox taking on Kevin Knight. Let me know who you're taking, as it looks like Jet Speed was going after the world titles. They were unsuccessful, and now they've kind of gone. They've had some singles matches. Speedball loses last week. We'll see what happens this week. Mox Pocket. I'm sorry, but MJF just isn't as good as he used to be. He's not. And the crowd tells you that, guys. And if I'm wrong, I will listen to anybody in the chat right now. Was the crowd into that more than I thought they were? Because the AEW crowd did not seem overly enthralled with the interaction. And it was heated. Like, we talk about, like, we got Mr. Iguana out there getting pops. And nobody in AEW is getting pops like that. Even like those are your main event guys. That's your world title scene. And the crowd's like, that's not me being hateful. That's what I'm witnessing. Oh, they're so hot right now. Are they? Moxley for the win. I'm more of a pizza. I'm with you. I'll take a pizza bite over a Hot Pocket any day. I'll take a pizza pocket, a pizza pop. More babbling with Mox. So apparently Mox is not booked for Forbidden Door, as I know right now. So it looks like there's something. He's got something planned. Oh, no, he's going to fight Darby. I completely forgot about Darby. So what we think is happening isn't happening. So I don't know what that means. Grab pizza pops. I'm down, Noob. Mr. Noob, I feel like it's been a minute. How are you, sir? Hope the roads are treating you well. Hope you're safe. What's up, AD and AZ? As we do have the start of this match, happy birthday, jumping Jim Brunzell. Let's go, Klaatu. How you doing? Title versus contract. Is that what happened? The Hangman has been changed. It is now Adam Page. Well, he was better as the Hangman. Let's go. MJF got duped. Hangman MJF at the Forbidden Door. Absolutely. Now, I thought it would have been cool if the heel had insurance, but in my humble opinion, there is no fucking way that Adam Page is losing that belt anytime soon. They made such a big deal about Hangman getting that belt, and we get these fucking It's starting, folks. It's starting. I hate these fucking forearm spots. And Moxley builds his whole match around them. Every fucking week with Moxley, I can't, they look so shit. Then Kevin Knight just drops onto his back and Moxley grabs him in a cloverleaf. Or tries, doesn't work. We're going at a snail's pace. And we're off to the fucking wonderful of starts. And the hometown crowd not really fucking doing much for Mox, is he? Or are they? What? Kid Revos, thank you for the $10. Who is it in AEW when the baby face has the title? They fight every week, but when the heels get the belt, they only get to fight on pay-per-views, land the belt, and treat it differently. There's inconsistencies, man. I'm with you, bro. I don't know. And even to kind of like Moxley goes on this epic run. He loses the belt in the death match, and he hasn't missed a minute of TV. I don't know if that's the best choice. I think it's this idea. I feel like in AEW, there's not a lot of good baby faces. And if you are a good baby face, that means you get beat up a lot. That's why we see them a lot. I don't get the rhyme or reason or method to the madness. I don't. And I'm really shocked. Like everyone in the head, oh, Moxley's going to do a hot pocket tonight. And the crowd is just flat. Are we going to blame Cincinnati? As we're on the outside, this looks so bad. Look how bad this is. Come on. Somebody blow up this chat right now. Tell me I'm wrong. How slow was that buckle spot into the fucking bar? Didn't even go off. Now Moxley goes down. Bad forearm spots. Big drop kick by Knight. That looked good. This is so slow. People, listen. People dare want to talk about booking in any other company. This is fucking, this is not entertaining for me. Yes, it's slow as molasses, Damien. This match is kind of boring. I really like all the forearm shots. Yeah, I bet you do. At least make them look fucking convincing. But Moxley can't wrestle. Knight up and over. And Kevin Knight can really wrestle. Like Kevin Knight should be in a good match tonight. You know what I mean? Like you could use Kevin Knight and have a really fun match. Kevin Knight versus Hologram, probably fun. Kevin Knight versus, put him against his tag team partner. I don't care. Kevin Knight off the ramp and Moxley continues to no-sell. And Kevin Knight hits the guardrail. We need Jericho to take out the. Listen, I would actually be okay with that. Fuck it. I'm so sick of John Moxley. I would be okay with Jericho beating him up. But ladies and gentlemen, we go to picture in picture. The night rolls on, and the optimism, the hope is starting to fade. John Moxley, and I'm sorry if you disagree with me out there. John Moxley is one of the worst professional wrestlers in any company. He is awful. He's not convincing. You can see through his shit. He's slow. He's lazy. I think he's disrespectful to his opponents. He sells nothing. It is the same fucking match no matter who he wrestles. Same shit. Bullshit, lazy, shitty forearms. Fucking that spot on the outside of the ring. Even when he tried to hook the clover leaf and it didn't look like a struggle. It looked like two guys pretending, practicing. Like, hey, man, what if I lock your legs like this? Okay. Like, it looks like they didn't, there is no preparation going into any of this. I fucking hate him. Sorry, Dre. Listen, I beat this drum a lot, but Learning Tree versus the Debt Riders. Let's go. Crowd is cheering for Knight. Babyface, yeah. Moxley might be in his home, but he is still the heel. So I don't know what that means. But the crowd, I would say the Ohio crowd out of the gate tonight, and I'm not sure how many people are in the building, though I could look that up pretty quick. Actually, fact checkers out there. Somebody tell me how many people are in attendance to the show tonight. Eddie Kingston's chops would be more entertaining. I miss Eddie Kingston. I love Eddie Kingston. I saw a picture of Eddie Kingston the other day. He looking rough. He looked like he's taking advantage of all his downtime. I don't know what the future for Eddie Kingston holds, but anything's better than Moxley. We need Jericho. I will not endorse that hashtag. By the way, Shayna Baszler is free from her 90 days non-compete. That is true. Now, I did hear that she might be doing a little bit of like backstage work, production work with the WWE. I'm not sure where that stands, if it still exists. Shayna Baszler is really good friends with Marina. There's a relationship there. She has other friends in this company. Would they do anything with Shayna if Shayna came in? Shayna's a lady that could come in and stand at the top of your division. You have to book her properly, right? It's the same people that want to see Karrion Kross to AEW or this wrestler or that wrestler to AEW. But signing wrestlers only means something if you book them to their potential. For all these major signings and all these fans that are running around out there going, oh my God, we got the best roster. We got the best roster. But you don't use it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many good wrestlers you sign if we never see them. And on top of that, if we got good wrestlers sitting at home doing fuck and all, and you got bad wrestlers like Jon Moxley eating up as many minutes as possible, you got a problem in the company. We will hear from Swerve tonight. Good. I like Swerve, one of the best. AEW, let me love you. Why? AD, you're right? Just let me love you. Like, why do you got to fuck with my emotions? Like, anybody that tunes in to the beginning of my Wednesday streams, you see it, you hear me every week. Even MDB said, we go through this dance every week. We're excited. We're hopeful. Let's go. It's going to be a good one. And then it goes to shit. What have we done? First match, I'm pissed off. And there's fans. Oh, like, there fans really fucking tugging into a towel right now over this match? There's not a single match, not one match that I've seen this week. Not on Monday, not on Tuesday, not one match looked this bad. And if anybody can think of one, let me know. But not one match looks this poorly done, this unprofessional, this bullshit. Tell me when I'm telling lies, folks. But Moxley continues to move around slowly. Oh, and it's classic, flipping the bird. If you're a big fan of the bird being flipped, Moxley's your guy. Back into the forearms. Let's go. Let's go. Some fucking forearms. That's what we needed tonight. More forearms. Come on, I'm tough. Come on. Squeeze me like a hot pocket. What do you got? What do you got? This is so shit. And you have a high flyer, agile, fast-moving Kevin Knight standing still, getting his arm bit by a grown-ass man. It is fucking stupid. Fuck. It is so bad. Let's get that chat. Let's go. Let's go. We're having a quiet Dynamite, to be honest. Let's get that up. People over watching Evolve so they can see some real good wrestling. I might have to start covering Evolve on the side just so I'm not fucking inundated with this garbage. In Chicago, we have these things called pizza puffs. It's basically a giant pizza roll. I don't know. I mean, we have pizza pockets, which look like half moons filled with pizza stuff. We have pizza pops, which are like circles filled with pizza stuff. Then we have pizza fingers, which is kind of, I think, what you're describing. It's almost like an egg roll with pizza shit shoved in it. That's wicked. And then you got your bigger ones, your panzerottis and your calzones. There, that's our pizza. This match is so good. We're going to break down different pizza products here tonight. This match is horrible. Blame the Reds, Cincy. Speaking of the Reds, and where's my buddy Christian tonight? Usually he's on this. Congratulations to my Blue Jays, who are the first team in the AL to get to 70 wins. Whoop. And we just slow. Moxley fucking just blowing wind. They're chanting, let's go, Moxley. Yuta sucks. Poor Yuta is doing fuck all at the side of the ring, and he is getting raked. And again, the scratches. Moxley is so fucking bad at his job. So bad at his job. Let's go. Let's go. Claw 2, I'm with you, buddy. 10 away. 10 away. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit those little reaction buttons. Massage that algorithm for me as we are rolling here on a Wednesday. Eddie Kingston's chops could be more entertaining. At least he fucking convicted about it. Like, he's just into it. The prediction title will be on the line for TNA Emergence. Usually I say no, Josh. Let me think about it. I'll say maybe. It's definitely on the line Saturday, but maybe we will put it on the line on, yeah. Usually if we're splitting the screen and we're focused on SmackDown, we won't do the prediction title, but maybe we will. Maybe we will. I'm feeling a little frisky here tonight. Night down. Moxley setting up. Oh, into the roll up. And he gets a deep 2. Moxley back up. Oh, jumps a clothesline. Thrust kick, super kick. Nice. Sit down, spine buster. Oh, I'm so fucking done with Mox. It's not even, it's bordering on fucking rage. I'm enjoying this KJ. I miss days when we didn't know who is showing up, where let's be surprised. Listen, man, we need surprises. Surprises are important. Surprises were one of the best parts about wrestling. I think, night up and over. Lands on Mox, who just sits right up like Undertaker. Lay the fuck down. A human being just landed on you. Sell it. Huge fan of Baszler. I'm a huge fan of Baszler. I'm disappointed that she didn't do more on the main roster. She was so good in NXT. If you signed her in AEW, as we set up the paradigm shift, and we get a DDT, Moxley sells like an asshole a little bit, and he's just laying flat. He calls it the UFO splash. And the knees are up, of course. And Moxley puts on the choke. I love how Moxley overcompensates by he's this big MMA guy. As we got a north-south choke. I think we're doing a bit of an anaconda roll here. Shut up, Excalibur. You don't know fucking all. And it's over. Poor Kevin Knight. Poor Kevin Knight has to walk through a match, and Moxley gets the win. Marina's making fun of the fans, not even watching the match because it sucks. Speedball on the outside watching his partner be choked to death. And here he comes. Yuta up. Yuta with the double axe handle. Stomps on the back. The bell goes. The crowd kind of murmurs. That's it. Not much. 13. Wow. Less than 1,500 people. And people dare run their mouths about, I can't believe the other company is so shit. I can't believe that 15,000 people in that building in Quebec. They're so dumb. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing, people? How do you feel about Shayna being Mercedes? I don't think it will work. We tried that with Camille. Could we do it again and make it better? Maybe. But Mercedes doesn't want to give up the spotlight. Wait a minute. We got Darby. So what kind of match are we getting between Darby and Moxley? A body bag match? Casket match? Coffin match? What kind of match are we getting at Forbidden Door? As Darby dragging the body bag down to the ring with his skateboard, and Moxley hiding behind Marina Shafir. 120-pound man has big bad Moxley hiding. Kevin Knight with a drop kick out of left field. Moxley's favorite move, a rollout to nothing. And Wheeler Yuta gets beat up again. Marina runs away, even though she's twice the size of Darby. I hate this shit. Crowd so bored. Yeah, they're so bored they made up their own chant. Where is Geekbox? I see. Hi, Geekbox. Hi, Kevin. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Dre? What's up, everybody? Jason, I got you. Geekbox. You broke my throat. Pause. But Yuta's back in the body bag. Poor Yuta. Yuta has spent more time in body bags than in rings in the last 2 months. Help me understand. Shayna should be booked for what she is, a killer. Well, speaking of killers, go check out Geekbox, folks. Part of our family here on the channel. We love them. You're going to see them again. Don't miss out on that. British Nick will be back. And go check out his page. Go give him some love. Again, nobody does it the way he does it. And again, he's bringing this community together. So we have nothing but love for our buddy Geekbox out there. Thank you for the attendance number. That is fucking incredible. The feeling is restored. Get the fuck out of here. Claudio's back, by the way, as he got wrenches. So I guess Darby's going to fight Claudio. No, he's not, right? As Claudio is putting Darby in the body bag, though they can't work it out. They're trying to coordinate together. Darby's helping put himself in a fucking body bag. And the cameraman just stays on it because why the fuck not? It's all make-believe anyway. The fuck are we doing? Enter Sandbag. Enter. I can't even make it work. Would you rather have Jared Hogan than Moxley? Yes. Yes. Because Jericho knows Jericho's fucking around. I'm mad at Jericho for fucking around and doing bad shit. Right? But he knows the learning tree stuff is sticky. Hashtag sticky. As with, again, I guess Darby's fighting Claudio at the pay-per-view. No? Am I misunderstanding? Well, you can't fight Moxley. You're getting beat up by Claudio. And their favorite thing to fucking do in this company is a chair. Oh, now they're zipping him out of the body bag. The crowd is quiet. Oh, they're chanting "fuck you, Yuta" again, though. That's good news. At least they're making some noise. The Ohio crowd would rather see Alexa Bliss. No, my problem with Moxley is Moxley thinks he's fucking amazing. Moxley thinks he's doing good shit. Moxley thinks he's artsy. This man is such a fucking G. Whoa, wait a minute. Will Ospreay. What the fuck? Ospreay's back. Why? Where? Wait, what? Ospreay, let's go. Business is picking up, gentlemen and ladies. Will Ospreay said, I'll be out. I'm out, bruv. I'm hurt, bruv. Now Moxley's back, but what is he doing? The shittiest actor. There's porn stars that act better than fucking John Moxley. Hello, Joan. What, are we getting a tag match? He is. He's got to get revenge on Mox. That's true. So we get Ospreay and Darby versus Claudio Moxley. Thank you for that. The Ohio crowd got that one. Oh, no. She's got to get to her 44 belts. What's up, Geekbox? I already got you, sir. When you listen to Punk and Rollins in the ring and the crowd reacts to almost everything they say, we didn't get that here at all. That's the difference. We talked about it the other night when people talk about Cody's boring. The crowd goes nuts for Cody. People talk about John Cena. That crowd went apeshit for John Cena the other night. We can compare a list of names, but Karrion Kross is getting more views than Collision. Karrion Kross is getting more of a fan cry than anybody in the building right now. And I don't think the sickos fucking get it. That this ain't it. So are we getting Darby and Ospreay versus the Death Riders in a steel cage? Darby heel turn? Let's go. So Will Ospreay comes out. A lights out steel cage match. So not just a steel cage match, a lights out steel cage match. Because this company can't help itself. It's got to dip in all the pools. Yeah. And this time next year, there'll be 500 in attendance. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm ranting and raving. I know that I'm not sounding like the most fun fucking human being. As we go to a Copeland package, I'm pretty sure I didn't close the poll, but 88% of you guys were correct. How do you feel about Shayna being Mercedes? Yeah, I struggle with that just because of Mercedes. Like, will they fuck it up the way they fuck Camille up, right? Like, it's got to lead to the payoff, and Mercedes is not about that payoff. Mox just bit night. Yeah, I'm way behind. Holy fuck. Let me click on the super chats and catch up. If you had something important to say, repeat yourself. Stay positive, KJ. All right? Just enjoy the wrestling. I can't handle anything I just watched. And I think I know in the back of my mind that when I open my phone, there's going to be a list of fucking nutbags that are, and I hate to be disparaging because that's what other podcasters do. And generally, I'm open to everyone's opinion. But if anyone out there wants to tell me that A, Moxley's good, fuck off. B, if anyone out there thinks that opening match was a good match, you're fucked. That might be one of the worst Kevin Knight matches I've ever seen. And here comes the CEO just to make the show better. Just fucking around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will put the next poll up, as I do appreciate everyone being here tonight. Again, be a friend, tell a friend. Let's see if we can get this up to 100 people tonight, and let's get those likes in there. Shake up that algorithm. Let me know how you're feeling. Don't be quiet, and make sure you get in there, get your crown, get your XP points. All right, so Team Banks, Team Monet against Team Brovlov. All right, get your votes in. Who's going to win this trio's gem? Thank you, Jose, for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Means a lot. And Denisha as well. Nia and Lash did better than Moxley and Kevin. 100%. And the crowd reacted bigger. NXT's crowd is not that big, that studio audience crowd that they do at Full Sail. Smaller crowd. And they made a ton of noise for that match. I have not seen that Moxley match was the weakest match I've seen this week. And if anyone's got a counter argument, I am all ears. But thank you for the super chat, Tanisha. We do appreciate it, guys. And we continue to roll on here. Moxley does not deserve to be in the ring with Ospreay. He doesn't. Again, they're going to give him a cage match because it's covering up the fact that Moxley can't fucking wrestle. I did. I hope you saw me click on it. I'm just behind as always on a Wednesday. No. I mean, this is where you fuck up as the booker. If you take guys like Moxley out of the equation, if it was, I'm telling you right now, if it was Kevin Knight versus Will Ospreay in a steel cage at Forbidden Door, I'd be pumped. You have so much better talent on your show. I'd be pumped to see any of them. Moxley is shit. Moxley wouldn't get away with this shit. And people want to talk about real pro wrestling. If Moxley crossed the line and was on the other side where he used to be, he wouldn't get away with this shit. You wouldn't be allowed to no sell. You wouldn't be allowed to roll out. You wouldn't be allowed to just rely on the fact that every once in a while you flip the bird like you're cool. You wouldn't be allowed. Thank you so much, Denisha. Bro. It's a mouthful of marbles. This is going way too long for it was slow. And again, you're just layers and layers and layers of bullshit, right? You have the whole Moxley thing. The Moxley doesn't let go of the choke. Then Speedball helps out. Then they get jumped. Then they get a body bag from Darby. Then Claudio shows up. Moxley didn't even join in the beatdown of Darby. It's fucked. It is so bad. And it's funny. I can never find a sicko to tell me what is so good about it and what is so bad about the competition. It just sucks, bro. It just sucks, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. We got Ospreay. Ospreay should have never gave the speech he gave. He was gone for 2 weeks, and he's going to be back for Forbidden Door. He should have never given that speech. Moxley is gigantically overrated, Mr. Quake. Bruv, Let's go, bruv. As I believe we're getting Thekla, who's had a lackluster introduction to AEW. So Darby is going to run out of air. Yeah, because they couldn't. Darby helped get himself in the bag. Kicky. I like it. Where was Claudio earlier to come out later? Again, make it make sense. They augment and manipulate the storytelling to suit the moment. It is not only lazy, but it lacks depth. It lacks consistency. It lacks any type of rationale. And it bothers me. And people, oh, they're just fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. I'm sorry. I'm too much of a wrestling fan to put this over. I can't do it. Claudio was eating Mox pockets. That is something I need to fucking put on a t-shirt. Mox pockets. Oh yeah. Just full of blood and bones. As here comes Windsor. Team Bravlov coming out. Squash match, pretty much. I'm predicting Team Moxley versus Team Ospreay in Blood and Guts. Fair enough. Again, they give Moxley has to have stipulation matches to cover up the fact that he's a fucking garbage wrestler. He is fucking bad at his job. He is so bad at his fucking job. Mox is just a hardcore brawler. He's not even good at that. His forearms look like shit. He sells nothing. It's fucked. All right, brother. I think Mox smokes up a doobie and then gets ready for work. He wrestles like he smoked a doobie. Like, that's how I move around the house when I'm high, is Moxie wrestling. Just kind of slowly staggering places. Oh, what was I doing in the kitchen? Oh, yeah. That's Moxley. Like, do I through forearms now? Where's my hot pocket? Like, what the fuck are we doing? I like it. I like it, Klaatu. But yeah, I'm not going to pass until I feel better about life. And right now, this AEW shit. Dark Side of the Ring Moxley is going to kill. I can't wait. Give it some time. Eventually, we're going to start getting those, like the Untold Story, or you're going to get people that leave AEW and go do podcasts and talk about their experience. Just remember, especially for those out there that love to cast dirt and throw stones at the other company, just remember, Tony Khan is the NDA king of wrestling. He might be the NDA king of all of sports. Tell me I'm wrong. James Dean can act better than John Mox. Facts. Rebel without a cause. Moxley's a fucking, not even a rebel without a cause. That's not even, as Tony's up in the crowd. Tony Storm coming out. Athena. Why is Mercedes even in the 6-woman tag? Don't know. So Tony's in the crowd. Athena's in the crowd. And we are getting Sky. Well, all three ladies were on the edge. Okay, there we go. Sky Blue starting off with Bravlov. Bravlov, let's go. That's my woman. She loves me. The show is better when you're stoned. Yeah. Yeah, thank fuck. It's crazy how WWE got Moxley over, and we thought WWE was misusing him. Again, this is one of those cases of the man thinks he's a fucking genius, and he's a moron. He's a fucking moron. Dumb as fuck. The show's going to be like a Hot Pocket. Hard, crispy, and gooey. Like, what? What? The Brooklyn Brawler is better than Mox. The Brooklyn Brawler can sell his ass off and work his ass off. So, yeah, much better than Mox. Real wrestling. Hashtag Dick the Bruiser. And Bobo Brazil. Original Chic. Let's fucking go. I love that. The fucking Dick the Bruiser is so funny. All right. Sky Blue kicking out. Willow's in the ring. Who are you guys taking? Who are you taking? I've been all over the place tonight. Team Monet, 69%. Team Brav, 31%. All right. I'm sorry. I'm sure Alex Windsor's good at her job, but you sign like Thekla, and everyone's like, oh my God, Thekla's better than Julia. She's going to kill. And then Alex Windsor comes in and gets all the push. Help me understand. Help me understand. Julia Hart. Is Julia Hart able to wrestle? When was the last time? Did she wrestle on Collision this week? I haven't seen Julia Hart wrestle in a while. But she puts a group together and then gets left out. As Queen Aminata, she has her version of the Devil's Kiss. More of the pink eye surprise. Queen Aminata deserves more booking than fuck. It's shameful to me that we get one women's match a week, but we get all the Moxley we can handle. The Triangle of Madness. I've met a few of those. Mox Pockets. Fucking love it. Let's go. Say what you want about Vince, but Claudio had character in WWE and AEW. I don't know who this guy is anymore. Nobody has any kind of understanding. Claudio can go, and Vince did underbook Claudio. I was so excited for Claudio to go to AEW because I thought this is a chance for Claudio to really be like the Swiss Superman and come out and dominate. Now, Claudio's not a great promo. Claudio might need a heater, but he's just a background guy. And none of it makes sense. Why didn't you come out with your crew? And then you come out later. And then Moxley doesn't even get involved. And when Moxley goes to get involved, he's afraid again. You can't be the toughest guy in the room and the biggest pussy at the same time. Can you? Does that work? Does that make sense? Couldn't fit in the car. He had to take the bus. Fuck. Sky Booty. We are in picture, folks. The show rolls on. Don't forget, we are back tomorrow for TNA, 7:45 p.m. Friday, we got SmackDown and TNA Emergence, Moose versus Trick, and so much more. And then, of course, Saturday, for those who are members, we are doing our fantasy football draft at 2:30 p.m. That's going to be crazy on Saturday. Myself, Big Nick, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to chill out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to relax, and we're going to pick our football teams as the league's defending champion. I feel a little pressure, I'm not going to lie, but it's going to be a fun time. If you're not a member, be a member, and there may be also another tricky little way to find us during a members-only stream, but I'm not telling you what it is. You can figure it out. And Saturday night, we're here for Triple Mania. It's going to be a hell of a show. Fatal 4-Way for the title, plus more. They just announced Judgment Day. Natty's going to be there. We will be here live, and we're looking forward to it. And then we get into crazy times, guys. Heat Wave and Forbidden Door on the same day. We're going to be here for a marathon. Clash in Paris is coming up. We're going to be here. We don't miss out. Is Sky, Thekla, and Julia supposed to be the Craft? Yes. Now, if you remember, they need a fourth, right? I remember that movie. You're going to cry, then I'm going to cry, then we're all going to cry. Shout out to the Craft. But yeah, they're kind of like the I am the sun. That's kind of their vibe. Except, is Julia even at ringside right now? So you put a group together, and within like a week, 2 weeks, 2 of the 3 members, and they always fucking do this. They did it with the Ops. They did it with the Conglomeration. They put these groups together, and they don't hang out. Why are they in a group? They're not friends. I thought it was Darby versus Mox. What happened? I have no fucking idea, Mr. Noob. Now, Moxley and friends did hurt Ospreay at the pay-per-view. So Ospreay comes looking for revenge. I thought this was going to be Darby versus Mox, straight up, blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting a tag team cage match, and if a lot of people are talking about blood and guts, I mean, doing a lights out, what is this going to look like? What are they going to jump off of? What are they going to jump onto? Like, I am putting out all the good juju and all the prayers and all the hopes that whoever's in that lights out cage match is okay when it's all said and done. I don't get it. Darby drives his vehicle into Moxley's vehicle enraged. He hits Moxley's vehicle so hard, it splits his head open. And all he wants to do is get his hands on Moxley. And then he goes and climbs Mount Everest, and that story dissipates. Then he returns. Now we have an opportunity. fucks with Moxley. Poor Wheeler Yuta getting put in body bags left, right, and center. And just when you think you're going to get, okay, finally we're getting Darby Moxley, Ospreay out of left field. I thought Ospreay might fight someone more important. I feel so bad for Will Ospreay. And I know people are going to say, don't feel bad. He's having a great time. But I've been saying since January, he is the most entertaining, charismatic guy you have on your roster. He is the heart and soul of AEW. Not MJF, not John Moxley, not the Bucks, not Kenny Omega. The heart and soul of AEW is Will Ospreay. Give him the belt. Let him run it. Put his face on every poster. You want to sell more tickets? You want to sell more merch? You make him the guy. And he just keeps meddling in this lower, like this mid-card muck. And you know what? I know Will Ospreay can do a whole bunch of amazing things, but I think the last thing we need Will Ospreay doing is jumping off the top of cages. We already seen that with the Spanish Fly with Fletcher. Amazing. But don't always do it. I mean, you're already talking about how many injuries you have and how banged up you are. I don't know. Julia Hart is on the outside of the ring, by the way. Windsor comes out to silence. Yeah. What's the point of Sheeta saying her passport is fixed? Yeah, we don't know. Again, another person that we never see. Somebody sold Alex Windsor, looks like. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Ah, that's too good. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Ah, that's too funny. Now I'm staring at the screen, MDB. Big clothesline from Windsor. And listen, I don't want to pick on Alex Windsor. I'm sure she's a nice lady. I'm sure she's a really good wrestler given time. But the fact that she came in and pole vaulted over everybody is a bad look. It's a bad look. People are talking about, oh, how did Triple H drop Karrion? How did this happen? Why didn't they book that better? Can you believe Jade lost to Tiffany? Okay. I get you. I see you. But hold that same energy. Hold that same critical eye. Keep that magnifying glass out, Sherlock, and break down some of the decision-making we're making here. You have Deanna. Like I've said every fucking week, I list off all the women that I wish were on this show. As this match sucks, by the way. Nice. Big headbutt by Emanata. Thekla's in. She slowly matrix something. This looks like a training session at the Performance Center, except worse. Another headbutt from Emanata. Dark side of the ring. John Moxley would be amazing. How far behind am I right now? I'm not bad. Okay. If Ospreay goes to WWE, he would just end up like Ricochet. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, again, I don't think WWE is the right fit for Ospreay. I think the freedom that AEW provides is his environment. I don't feel like he's the kind of bottle, kind of contain his energy and Alex Windsor. Alex Windsor, again, remember when Sky Blue was a hot talent that people wanted to see? Mercedes team loses. The crowd barely made any noise. Nobody gives a fuck about Windsor. Oh, that looks so filthy. Athena and Tony are fighting in the crowd now. So nobody's even paying attention to what's happening in the ring. This company drives me insane. Like, I really, really want this to be better. I really, really do. But how do I come on here and act like the other podcasters? How do I come on here and tell you how everything is so good? How do I do that? How would you like me to proceed, guys? What's up, Bernard, by the way? Claw2, good to see you. I can't come out here and lie to you guys. I can't do it. And now Mercedes is beating the shit out of Windsor. Again, barely any noise. Am I wrong? There's barely any noise. Darby becoming sugar-free Sting. Oh, I like that. Oh, Athena's got Tony. So we're just bleeding over everything. So the last match, the first match of the night, had Speedball jump in, had Wheeler jump in, had Darby come out, had Claudio show up, had Ospreay show up, and Marina running around. This match is a trios match with 6 women, and now Tony and Athena are fighting. Mercedes is beating the shit out of Windsor, all after the fact. And the crowd gave a golf clap to the discus elbow. Dear Tony Khan, I know these smaller venues should help Tony Khan because he should be able to see, wow, 1,300 people don't give a fuck about what I'm booking right now. So we're getting a tag match, playa. Mercedes and Athena versus Windsor and Storm. Alex, take out your tits and let's tango. I love Tony Storm. I really do. It's my favorite part of this show so far. So Dynamite in Glasgow, Scotland, we will get exactly what I just said. But as I was breaking down before that, am I wrong in pointing out the fact that there was like 19 people in the opening match with a brawl and da-da-da. And then what happens at the end of the brawl is someone yells, let's have a match, bruv. And that's what we do. That's what happens. And then the very next match, the same rinse and repeat bullshit. Have a match, have an afterbirth, and then have someone say, let's have a match every fucking time. 2 segments in a row. Y'all don't even have the brain power to put them at like one in the beginning of the show, one later in the show. No, we just shove them all in the same fucking spot. Why? Anybody? Anybody? I'll wait. The remarkable Renee Paquette. The fuck does Renee Paquette see in John Moxley? As bruvs with us. Like, Canadian women are generally pretty smart. Renee hanging out with Moxley makes me wonder. So Will went to Tony Khan. Wait. He went to Tony Khan's office. Tony Khan's in Gorilla, you fucking dolt. Jesus Christ. This doesn't feel forbidden door. Wait, what? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Why? Even Will Ospreay said Forbidden Door doesn't feel Forbidden Door-y enough. And now we're getting Tanahashi and others added to this steel cage match, which, again, why not just do blood and guts? Is that what it's going to be at Forbidden Door then? Nobody's used those words. Tanahashi. Who gives a flying fuck about Tanahashi? You don't have enough talent in your roster to utilize somebody instead of that. But the big match I've been waiting for, we get the Cope versus Stoke. I need a giant fucking blunt at this point in my life. We literally went from kerfuffle to Cope versus Stoke. This is definitely where the best wrestle, folks. All right, get your votes in. I don't know why I'm putting this up. Anybody pumped about Tanahashi being added to this match? I know a bunch of fucking schmarks just came in their pants, but I don't know what to tell you. Who do you think is ready for the main roster in NXT? Alan, I appreciate you. I appreciate the question. There's a long list, but I think there's a bit of a log jam, my guy. I got that from Mega. Just double checking. Thank you so much for the super chats. Remember, if I haven't got to your comment or question, the super chat is the best way to get noticed, and it's your guaranteed way to get clicked. Bernard, he had way more personality than Ricochet. He would be a top star in WWE. He needs to be produced. And maybe that is correct. Like if you gave him a little more, even the backstage he just did, he was so amped up. You saw him fumble because he's like, I made a call to my mate and we're going to have a couple people there, but also this guy. Well, wait a minute. Who else is going to be in this cage match? It was supposed to be Darby Mox, right? And we're doing the acapella with the crowd for Edge. It's cute. Is anybody excited about Tanahashi? Do you think Jay White regrets signing? Nope. He's getting paid money out the ass to sit at home. That's the one thing. I have no ill will towards Tony Khan because in the sense of he employs hundreds of people and pays them ridiculous money, more than their market value in a lot of cases, just to keep them at home. Fuck, he paid the fucking Rita, the OG female ref, for a year for nothing. The number of people right now out in this world making bank off Tony Khan is remarkable. But here comes FTR. I feel bad for the AEW roster. I'm positive they want to entertain. They just lost on TK's booking. And again, publicly, as they should, everybody seems to be towing the line. As security is forcing Stokely out to the ring, though, yeah, no FTR. Mercedes was hardly in that match. Mercedes is the female Jon Moxley. 5-star banger. AEW is like toxic. AEW is like a toxic Latina. You might have to elaborate on that before I make any guesses. I didn't even know Mercedes was out there. Exactly. And she was in the fucking match. So 15% are going Bibbins. Bibbins getting 15%. I like it. And down goes Bibbins. Down goes Bibbins. Thank you, buddy. I can't if I wanted to. Can't. I see all these other content creators out there trying to walk the line and try and be nice to everybody. And these guys that make all these videos, I can't believe that. Shut up. It's bullshit. If you are a true wrestling fan and you are a fan of what I would define as real pro wrestling, this ain't it. You've been sold a bag of bad goods. This ain't it. This is not it. And this is not, well, different people like different things, KJ. That's fine. You could like it more than I do. But don't tell me this is where the real wrestling is. Don't tell me Wednesday nights is real wrestling. It is a fucking mess. Okay? I'm sorry. It is. What happened? Who won? What was like Mercedes team lost, but then a fight broke out, and we're gonna get a tag match next week in Scotland. Bloody hell. What a waste of TV time. Illegitimate fight. I like that, Josh. That's well played, sir. If I was Edge, I would never fight Stoke. A man with no hose has nothing to lose. That is wonderful and true. As we are on the outside of the ring, Stokely is hurting. Cope has a mic. He's got the fans involved. He's short, he's bald, and he gets no hose. Wow. Edge just said out loud, is there any hose in the house? I'm waiting for the Godfather to pop the fuck back up. There's some hose in this house. Wait, what? Did she just, what did he ask that young girl? Was she fucking 17? What is happening on this fucking show tonight? Remember like an hour and 20 minutes ago when I was like, hi, everybody. Heidi ho! Yeah, I went out the window. David Arquette was a better wrestler than Moxley. Okay, at this point, I'll agree. We got sold oregano, fam. Exactly. I like that. That's so good. Collision has been better than Dynamite for the last few weeks. Frank, I do appreciate that. As FTR's here, a lot of people have said that Collision got more votes for show of the first half. So our midlife awards, the Golden KJs, Collision got more votes than Dynamite. But Wednesdays is where the real wrestle, right? Help me understand. Big spear, Stokely in half. Copeland walking around looking for hose. I didn't have that on my bingo card. He's got the mic again. The crowd just trolling this time. Cope going off script. He loves that. Stokely is wearing knee pads. Yeah, shut out, Stokes. Smart man. This match. No, I don't. The match isn't pointless. The build to the match didn't work. And I'll explain why in a second. As Copeland, back body drop into the ring. Dax into the ring. Dax unblocking people that pick fights. I love that lately. Talk about insecurity in this fucking company. Cope the hose. Cope's got hose. I got hose. As Dax and Cash, yeah, so Edge, oh, he gets the powder in the face. Nice move by Bibbins. What'd Bradley say? I'll be damned if the whole crowd was chanting, "You got no hose," justified crash out. As now Edge is getting beat up. Here comes Christian. Will we have three matches? So now we have 3 matches, and all 3 matches have had an aftermath. This is fucking cringe. I get it. And you're standing amongst the crowd, and by doing what Edge did, it pointed out the crowd wasn't really that into shit. This show is boring as fuck. DJ, I'm with you, buddy. They are fucking sucking pond water tonight. This is all the bag sucking. It is not fucking good. The crowd isn't into it. They are quiet. And we're just waiting for another run-in. Every fucking match, run-in. This is real wrestling. That here comes Christian, who's still beefing with the matriarch. Ah! Somebody help me! The fuck are we doing? Christian's got Spike, and I got a migraine. Here comes Nick Wayne. Shut the fuck up. Christian swings Spike. Nick runs away. Where's Cat? Where's Mama Jugs? There she is. Cole hits. And Christian reunite, and it feels so stupid. I got another shit. You think you know Cope? I don't know Cope. We think we know him. We have no idea. I think the fan base is the worst part. I think the fan base is the worst part of wrestling. Star Wars and anime fans can't compare to the wrestling fandom. It's just, again, I'm so over the bantering, the bitching, and that's all I've done for 2 hours. So it's kind of ironic. And the crowd chants, hug it out. This is the loudest the crowd has been all night. So is Edge and Christian getting back together to take on the matriarch? Or are they getting back together to take on FTR? Are they going to take on both at the same time? We got run-ins on top of run-ins on top of run-ins. Every segment, every match, the same rinse and repeat diarrhea that they can't help themselves. And anybody out there that wants to tell me, well, KJ, this is the best wrestling in the world. No company can hold a stick to what AEW gives us. I'm sorry. It's remedial. It's fucking basic. And they hugged it out. And I don't care. That's exactly what I said, Richard. Imagine being a new fan from WWE and you're curious about AEW and you see this. Yeah. Bag sucking. And the fans chant AEW. That's my favorite shit of the night. AEW. AEW. Yeah, fuck. Hashtag afterbirth everywhere. There's fucking more afterbirth in this than a fucking delivery room. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Every fucking match, every fucking segment, just fucking running on top of running on top of running on top of running. It is fucking embarrassing. Get the fuck out of here. I'm happy. Yeah, I would be, but they did it in such a fucking way I'm not. And somebody mentioned the Stokely thing being pointless. Babyface getting his hands on a heel manager is not pointless. If you do it right. What you got to do is put the babyface in a couple of positions where that heel manager really earns an ass kicking and the fans are dying for it. And then when they get in the ring, you really kick the fuck out of them. Like you lay boots to them. You don't pander. You don't walk around asking for hose. You let your rage, your frustration come out. That's how you book that properly. The Jim Cornettes of the world, he'll tell you that, right? Like it's a payoff. If you beat if you beat the heels, you get 5 minutes with the manager. We've done it a million times in wrestling. There is a way to make that work. Oh, by the way, Hook. We're getting a Hook tease with weird music. Anyone excited? We got a Hook tease. But I try and temper my cursing, Kenny. I do. Because we are on YouTube. I want to be ad friendly as much as I can be. But my fucking God, it's been a mess tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a commercial break. Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I'm mad. This is so irritating. The only thing you can really do is have fun with it, right? Like I know you all see me raging out, but it's kind of a good time, right? But no, realistically, it's not good. It's not good. It is not good. Let me say it one more time so people can get it through their fucking heads. This is not good. Not good. Fuck, it's just not good. Hashtag not good. I would rather watch micro wrestling. Dude, if you guys haven't gone out and watched the micro wrestling show that's out there on streaming, I don't know what fucking app. Somebody can let me know. That the micro guys are awesome. Imagine WWE fans yelling WWE after Cody finished the story. It's so weird. So weird. I'm sorry. AEW is, I don't know. I don't want to blanket statement it because, again, I got into all of this because of AEW. Such a big fan of this company. Was so excited for something new. And now I feel like they're writing shows for the simple. I feel like you have to be semi-slow to really get into AEW booking. I think you need to be, I hate to do it, and I hate to generalize. I know this doesn't appeal to everybody or doesn't apply to everybody, but my God, watching tonight, if you go on to X or on Instagram or anywhere, Discord, Reddit, I don't give a fuck where you go, and you see people going on about what an amazing show, those people need an IQ test to be on social media. That's my humble opinion. This is not good wrestling. This is not good wrestling. This is not, well, you know, it's like, it's nothing like ECW. This is so bad. It's been boring. Cincinnati hasn't been into it. It's just not good. It is simply not good. Someone cut the umbilical cord. Yeah, fucking hell. What aftermath are we going to get next match? Like, it's like this thing that Tony does. He books random matches for 3-4 weeks every time between pay-per-views. And then within, like, when there's a week to go, you get all these brawls that lead to matches. That's how he builds angles, builds stories, is just brawl after the match. We got all the fucking pyro right now. So the Young Bucks got a shit ton of pyro, and then somebody said, sorry, everyone, we do not have music for the Young Bucks tonight. We might be pushing this too far. Mr. Instant Replay and Slick Nick. Again, this is just so insider baseball. I've been praising this a little bit as the crowd chants jobbers. So, ladies and gentlemen, what shall we do next? Well, I got an idea. Let's have an all-star match, and then we can show the world who the all-stars of this company is. And let's start with the two guys that don't even have music anymore. The Bucks thing might be going a little too far for me, though I think it's okay. I just don't understand. You went from EVPs, you lost your job, but no one's really explained why they're getting fucked with. They still have money, and the other wrestlers get music. You don't have to be an EVP to get music. And here comes Josh Alexander to eat a pin. Has Josh Alexander got more than one win yet? Who else is in this fucking match? Everybody and their uncle. Oh, and we got a TBD. I'm going team TBD. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your poll is up. I will remind everybody we got about 40 minutes left in this shindig. Hope everyone out there is having a good time. I love seeing us in triple digits. Again, if you can hear my voice, take our link, drop it everywhere they're talking about wrestling right now. I'm actually begging y'all, go to like a subreddit about AEW and just drop our link, because I would love for some of those AEW fans to come in here and tell me what I'm missing. But here comes Brody King. Hologram. Ishii. Like, holy fuck. These are your all-stars? Moxley fights like he's Ishii. At least Ishii has an excuse. And I love Ishii. We need the Outrunners. That'd be nice. You mean a tag team that's over? You mean a tag team that gets cheered? By the way, no Hurt Syndicate tonight so far, right? Just double checking. You mean people that people want to actually see? And we got company. Just when I thought dreams don't really come true, that my wrestling dreams could never be a thing, just when I thought things couldn't get any better, all in one night, I get a Tanahashi and a Takahashi. My life is complete now, guys. Sayonara. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, here we go. Takahashi. Get your votes in now. I get shit for saying but an indie company with the best talent, with the world's best talent and $1 billion budget is still an indie company. That's it. It's a super indie, right? Everybody in the ring, everybody brawling. Now we're back on the outside. Nobody stands on the apron. Nobody can do their fucking job properly. Nobody's in charge of this company. Nobody's making sense of anything. Nobody even tries to follow the fucking rules. And the minute you hear the Bucks, you know that nobody's going to be on the apron for the next 15 minutes as they threaten to kick Justin Roberts. 8-man all-star tag, all-stars. Did they just kick Justin Roberts? I looked away. Justin Roberts gets super kicked. Good stuff. This is my second favorite moment tonight. And here comes Hologram. By the way, Hologram's in this fucking match. Almost didn't see him there. It's like a figment of my imagination. 68% going Team Hologram, TBD. Oh, sorry. Team Takahashi. My bad. Team TBD. I'm getting Mr. Iguana shirt. Yes, you should. Who do you think is the mystery guy? I wouldn't have guessed that, Damien. I know I'm behind the chat, but I wouldn't have guessed it. No, I named 7 people earlier tonight, and he was not one of them. I turned for in AEW for the first time in months, and it's you get no hose and the Young Bucks. You know what? I think I'll just watch old matches like normal. Adam, good to see you, buddy, or Davey. I don't know if I'm breaking kayfabe for you, bud. But yeah, I mean, again, if done right, super cool. If done like that, super cringe. That's how it is. Thin line. You got to figure out how to make it work. Edge and Christian reunion happens in front of 1,200 people. But we wanted to go to smaller venues, bro. Yeah, fucking hell. Why is Brody even in this match? I don't get it. Did they not just put him with Bandito? Where's Bandito? Bandito's not here. We got Hologram instead of Bandito. Where's Bandito? Why is Bandito not in the match? What are we doing? Anybody know? Anybody? No, nobody knows. Hologram with a backflip. Oren Ishii. Has there been any news on Dr. Baker? No, I think she's staying as far away from this fucking nonsense as possible. Welcome to the channel, sir. You should wear it proudly, Spanish Joey. I like it. Spanish Joey. Yeah. I'm sure it's been a few funny ones. She's in catering with the rest. Who the fuck are these people? Yes. Man, I watch this shit every Wednesday with y'all, and I'm like, where are all the good wrestlers? Where are all this? Where's this best pro wrestling? Where is it? Anybody? Fuck yeah. What's up, Wesley? The Hurt Business draws money and ratings. Tony needs to get his shit together. The Hurt Syndicate, the Hurt Business are good. They were professional. They look good. They, with MVP running his mouth. But again, they need to protect their guys. If you book Bobby Lashley versus Adam Page, Bobby wins. If you book Bobby versus Moxley, Bobby wins. If you book Bobby versus MJF, Bobby wins. It doesn't matter. So what do? You underbook your good talent. It's like taking your best players and putting them on the bench for your B squad so you don't hurt your B squad's feelings. That is the priority of this vanity project that we subject ourselves to week in and week out and week in and week out and hope it's going to get better and hope it's going to get better. But that's what this is. You got guys like Josh Alexander eating L's left, right, and center. You got Brody Lee in a tag team one week and then not, in a weird fucking all-star match the next week. Brody Lee is a guy that should be dominating. You want to push Mercedes Moné. You want to push John Moxley. You want to push fucking Daniel Garcia instead of all the talent you're sitting on. Alex Windsor comes in, and because of who she's sleeping with, she bypasses everybody on the roster. I'm not wrong, and I don't give a fuck who I offend with this. Kyle Fletcher's amazing. That is a kid. The rumor is he signed like a long-term deal, which is smart by Tony Khan, because he would be high on my shopping list if I was the WWE. And I think a guy like Fletcher, if Fletcher was in NXT right now, he'd be in the world title picture. I think that's the first drink I've taken in like an hour and 40 minutes. The Hurt Business draws money. I got that one. I like AEW, but it's not good to me. I just like the Edge and Christian back tag team partners and Darby and Cesaro and the ladies. And the hoes, Jordan. I know you said ladies, but we get you. It would have been amazing. It would have been absolutely amazing if Godfather was in the crowd. And when he said, "Do we got any hoes?" he jumped up. The hoe train, right? Like, no. But no, instead he put the microphone on some teenage girl and asked her again, we'll talk about the double standards that exist in this world, but he asked that young girl, pushing some boundaries. DJ, watch, it'll turn out she's like 25 and I have no gauge, but whatever. This is terrible. DJ, I'm with you, buddy. KJ got banned from the Squared Circle subreddit. I got banned. I was like, what did I do? I don't even fucking dick with Reddit for making fun of Sockface for insisting on using the Japanese names for normal moves all the time. Be careful with jokes. Hey, listen, I've been blocked by a good list of people for a lot of good reasons, generally for questioning them. That's generally enough to like offend them enough. I admit, we do have a fuck Meltzer t-shirt and he blocked me for that. But at the end of the day, fuck them. If they can't handle it, then fuck them. That's the problem. They say whatever they want, and then when you fire back, they go, "Oh, I can't believe you said that. You don't get it. You're so dumb." I don't mind if you come into this chat and you say AEW's killing it, and this is why. But nobody ever fucking does that. That's the problem, right? Even with, like you said, it's true. As we got a horrible 450, Fletcher got the knees up, hologram lands on the feet, and I'm not into this again. Bucks getting trolled is what they deserve greatly. Mega, it's their comeuppance. Nice assisted drop kick, though. Shitty super kicks. And Takahashi, sorry, I'm confusing my Hashis. Bucks getting trolled. Godfather would facts. Brody could be like the modern day hardcore Stan Hansen. Instead, he's bumping for Matt and Nick. Come on, man. I've watched Brody bump for way too many people. As Fletcher's got him now. And they Meltzer driver Brody. Speaking of what you were just saying, Adam, this fucking is insane to me. Brody is a monster. And he would be amazing, especially chasing down like a babyface champion. But they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get it. I here for it. All right, Jose. All right, Spanish Joey. I usually take my other phone to keep watching the show with y'all when I smoke, but I left it in the... Yeah, that tells you all you need to know. And guys, I promise you, and anybody that's been here long enough, I promise you, if they start doing good shit, I will cheer. I promise. I promise on all that I am. If they do some good shit, I will cheer. I promise. I don't show up on Wednesdays going, can't wait to be pissed off. My girl staring at me mad because I'm looking at my phone and laughing. What up, girlie? This is where Cross comes in for Brody. Yo, if Cross showed up here, I'd be like, I'd puke in my mouth. You don't want to come to this. You don't want to jump into this match. The only way Karrion Kross works in AEW, and maybe I didn't talk enough about this tonight, but the Karrion Kross situation, and I've talked about this, Don Callis is an issue for Karrion Kross. I don't know if they can resolve that or not. Maybe. However, Karrion Kross takes his career very serious. Kind of like a CM Punk, kind of like a Bobby Lashley or an MVP, like a Aleister Black. These are guys that understand pro wrestling and want to tell a story. This is not the place to do it. And unless you're going to bring in Karrion and have him wipe out half your roster and take the belt, you're wasting him. If you sign Karrion so he can fight in an all-star tag match, you are wasting signing him. And granted, WWE, seemingly at this point, has fumbled Karrion Kross pretty bad. Vince fumbled him, fucked them all up, and then since then, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Maybe there's just a personality clash. I know Kross talked a lot about, did he offend people? Was Triple H mad at the WrestleMania promo? Were things at times misconstrued or not communicated well? Yeah. But as far as I know, Karrion Kross is still a free agent. As far as I know, Karrion Kross is true to his word, and he's working on some shit. But like Karrion Kross said, even under the circumstances, we just want to go home. We just want to go back to the WWE, which is a very babyface statement. So that's one of those moments where I go, maybe not a work. And then we go back into all the other stuff, and I'm like, has to be a work. If you listen to that Ariel Helwani interview today, it's almost impossible not to think, fuck, this might really be a work. Might not be a work, right? But ultimately, all the stuff I just said about Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Syndicate would apply to Karrion Kross. Karrion would come in, and to protect the egos, like you couldn't have like Kross come in and destroy Moxley. Moxley would never let it happen. You can't have him come in and destroy Ospreay because Ospreay's your guy. You can't have him come in and destroy Daniel Garcia. You love Daniel Garcia. So this becomes the problem. Right now in AEW, the roster is upside down in a lot of places. One of the best pound-for-pound athletes in the world. Fuck and off. Best of the Super Junior winner. I care not. I like the pants, though. I like the pants. And don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not like... Let me make it clear. I feel bad. Because Tanahashi can wrestle. Takahashi. What the fuck's wrong with me? But that don't impress me much. Shout out Shania. Cross pulling Mr. Booker Man. Mr. Booker Man, right? Cher, you might be right. Wrestling fans are getting it wrong, in my opinion. Kross meant in the documentary Karrion is gone. Killer. That could be the case. I think what will be very interesting is if this is a work, the idea that he was so sincere about it not being a work, right? And they're like, I know, KJ, that's what you're supposed to do. Do you pull us too far one way, though? Right? And then, I don't know. I can't imagine that the WWE wouldn't take advantage of this groundswell. I think at last check, it was close to 800,000 views on that documentary put out a few days ago. That's insane. AEW would kill for 800,000 views on any of their shows. Karrion Kross did it alone with a camera. Two. Fletcher almost pinned TBD. Kross is laying low, and there's going to be a big-ass pop when he comes back. I'm waiting for it. The place will come unglued, and I think Paul Heyman, I know right now on the surface it's hard to say it and believe it, but if he does come back and is booked well, he does have that. You really run that anti-authority option, this anti-authority angle, right? Where he can come out, fuck you, Triple H, fuck this, fuck that. I hate you. I hate this. I hate that. You mistreated me. This is bullshit. And the fans will get into it. The fans are already into it. That all being said, if you go on Twitter, you would think everybody in the entire wrestling world is just disgusted with WWE. Then the fans get in the building and forget all about it. So I'm curious what happens on Friday. I'm curious what happens on Monday if there is no Kross. Will we eventually see the We Want Kross? I didn't hear one We Want Kross chant since this has all gone down. A big flatliner, which I thought was actually a DDT, but I caught the end of it. Fletcher breaks it up again. This is shit, guys. I'm sorry. Ishii takes his shitty super kick. Brody knocks Fletcher over the top. Now Brody does a tope. And the crowd goes wild because the big man did a tope. Kross is the fourth man in absolute power. That's insane. Does it work? Especially with the groundswell for him right now. Maybe it is a case. You know what? The WWE turned this guy away, and Paul Heyman saved him and Scarlett. We can't let this guy leave. We can find something to do with him. What do you think? Is that a possibility? I just don't know about Kross falling in rank. Like, Would he really be the second, third, fourth guy in the totem pole? And if not, oh, wow. No way. No way. No fucking way. I changed my mind. Karrion Kross, stay the fuck away from AEW. Josh Alexander just took the pin on a guy that doesn't even work here. Fuck. My fucking Lord. What are we doing? Where is Anthony? I want to talk about Josh. Tomorrow night, someone asked Anthony and Nick about Josh Alexander and his shitty AEW fucking booking. And again, when a man is offering you millions of dollars and he's offering you 30, 40, 50% more than market value or more than other people are willing to offer you, you are a genius for signing that contract. I fault Josh Alexander not. But if you sign one of the best wrestlers in the world, the walking weapon, the current MLP champion, a guy that just bangs, that has had classic matches with Speedball, with Will Ospreay, with fucking Moose, the list goes on of the bangers Josh Alexander has. And then you bring in fucking anybody and just pin them? Fucking hell. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we really doing? Like fucking Talkies gets the pin. Great. Right? Tony Khan's more interested in putting over these part-time fill-in. People talk about, oh, WWE's got part-timers like Roman and Logan and Brock. Yeah, but Tony Khan's got a list of fucking part-timers. Not even part-timers. They don't even work here. They just show up, get W's and high fives. It's fucking nuts. Back-to-back trio matches to end the night. This is boring. We still got 20 minutes to go. I will say this. See, I told you if they do something good, I'll let you know. They didn't have a brawl after the match. They didn't have an aftermath, and it's not leading to a match at Forbidden Door. They just had a match. Maybe because all the running around was done during the match, and it looked nothing like a tag team match ever. Like every other Young Bucks match, the referees matter, folks. And if people don't get that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What you think is real pro wrestling is not. It's just chaos for the sake of chaos. It's not even controlled chaos with a point. It's just chaos. It's a fucking mess. KG, you have 100%. Wait. KJ, can you put a poll up between AEW and TNA or other for... I can do that. I like that. It's better than asking you who's going to win these shit matches. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm now at the point of taking requests, we are going to put a poll up. Where is Karrion Kross going to end up? Where do you think we see him next? Where do you think he goes? Where do you think he makes the best, moves on with his career? Let me know. But that poll has gone up. Brody is the best part of this match. Brody King is a fucking beast. I say it all the time. And as you guys witness, I feel like if I say out loud, I really like the following people. Those are the guys that never win. Those are the guys that never get TV time, and girls. Those are the people we never see. Now, you might not like the same people I do, so that's fair. But Brody King should be a guy that, is around a title. Brody King is a guy that you use to make really good baby faces look good. But you don't. But, yeah, Brody King's a monster. Brody King is so underutilized. But we got Takahashi. Taki. Does Kross come back with the righteous. I hope so. Like the righteous are out there on social media teasing and poking at it, and oh, we're back and we're having production issues. Yeah, welcome to where the best wrestle. Run. Okada and Swerve. So we were supposed to get a Swerve segment, but we're having audio issues, and we go back to Sockface and Taz. It sounds like a shitty sitcom. Sockface and Taz. I love the righteous. I think Vinny and Dutch are fucking awesome. I'm all for it as we figured out our issues. Shut up, Sockface. You're stupid. I also seen that Thunder Rosa is cooking. Yeah, I mean, I've said it. I've said it multiple times, and I mean this with all the respect I have. I love Thunder Rosa as a professional wrestler. I've seen her cook in her underwear more than I've seen her wrestle in 2025. It's weird times, guys. It's weird times. I see Cross leading Dark State. No, it would be so anticlimactic unless they moved up. Right? If all of a sudden we get like lights flickering and shit, and you see members of Dark State around the arena, and then like the lights go out and come back on, and Cross is in the middle of the ring, and they're all his minions, I don't love it. But they could. But you can't, like, Cross going down to NXT, and it just being so anticlimactic right now. Hologram gone flying. Wow, I'm fucking behind as shit again. WWE has wasted a lot of talent, but we talking AEW benching people. WWE has wasted some talent, but you go through the list of the talent that they've gotten over, the talent they've made into superstars, the talent they've turned into movie stars. I mean, I guarantee if we go toe-to-toe, there is not nearly as many fumbles. Yeah, Karrion Kross is an obvious example right now of it's not working. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. But AEW benching, it's not even benching. It's underutilizing. It's wasting everybody. I'm right now sitting here off the top of my head. What are they wasting right now in AEW? 40, 45% of their roster that are absolutely doing nothing. Let me know. In WWE, you got Logan, Paul, and Jelly Roll. Yeah, and here we got Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed. Action Bronson. Or Rick Ross. Like, again, the Jelly argument doesn't work. Logan Paul's a better wrestler than almost 90% of AEW's roster. AEW would love a fucking talent like Logan Paul. If they could, but they can't. And if they did get Logan Paul, they'd waste him. They also had what? Paul Walter Hauser. What other shitty names can we talk about? So you can bring up Jelly Roll in a celebrity match, remember? Not a legit match, but a celebrity match that worked out really well, where the guy took a whole lot of bumps. But let's talk about AEW's celebrity experience. Where's Shaquille O'Neal? Shaquille still in the ambulance? Have we found Shaq? Where's Shaq? Someone get Shaq. Can't get mad. Right? Again, it's easy to throw stones. But it goes both ways. WWE doesn't care or need Cross, just like R-Truth. Now, pal, that is a good argument. What if they feel like the show will roll on? Sorry, Cross. I know people think are going to criticize us. People online are going to whine. But again, I think the point that the WWE gets to stand on is, as Okada's here, bitch. I'm not overly excited about Swerve versus Okada. If we show up on Monday and the entire live audience goes nuts and hijacks the show, maybe they take more notice. But as much as the IWC on Twitter, I'm calling it Twitter, I don't give a fuck. The IWC on Twitter think they're important. They're not. And they don't move the needle the way they think they do. There's exceptions, and there's been times. But is this another case of, like, nobody's bitching about R-Truth not being booked right now. Nobody's mad that R-Truth's whole return was for nothing. I think Triple H could have done so much more with that. I think Triple H fucked up with R-Truth. I think there was really something there. But they brought him back, appeased everybody, and we moved on. But we are in the back with what I believe is MJF's girlfriend, because that's what we do here in AEW. And he's with the Death Riders, who are still walking around. Yes, it happens. I can't get mad at them for technical issues. I know I tease them, but I can't get mad. Where's Deanna? Where's Deanna? Where's Thunder? I know Thunder was dealing with some issues, but I mean, again, I see her naked more than I see her wrestle. We're going to get another brawl. Oh, no, the Death Riders have friends. What? Move the camera. The Death Riders and the Bucks. Give me a fucking break. Yay. This can continue to suck giant balls. Yay. We've been wanting competition for 2K. I don't know what that means. I missed the little Jimmy Chance. Good shit. Yeah, I really do feel like you dropped the ball with Truth. I really do. And again, because I'm sitting here tonight and I'm giving you all the bad shit about AEW, doesn't mean I won't be here on Friday telling you things I don't like about SmackDown. I just happen to like more stuff on SmackDown or on Raw than I do on AEW. That's just my opinion. That's my taste. But also, I think I break it down pretty clearly of what they're doing wrong. I'm having a Shaq attack. Where's Shaq? Action Bronson needs to stick to cooking. Again, all the fans out there, oh, look at the Fed. They're using jelly roll. How stupid. It wasn't stupid when you had fucking Rick Ross out there with a cinder block. He's a big motherfucker. Yeah. Or Action Bronson, who tried to get into shit. Or, you know, how many other celebrities did we bring in for no reason? The difference is the WWE gets, you know, how do I say this? Big stars, and AEW brings in BC level guys. It's just not the same. Shaq made a bet for the Cowboys this year. Okay. Exactly why AEW should start releasing some of the underutilized talent. They won't do it because Tony is terrified that if they go and do better in WWE, he'll get shit on for it. And he's right. He will. Early prediction, Swerve better win. He might not, but he better win. Swerve is one of your heart and soul guys. Swerve is one of the best talents in all of wrestling. Swerve should feel like, just on vibe, I'm not going anywhere else with this, but I've said it a million times. When Swerve walks out, it should feel like Jey Uso. The entire crowd should be on their feet, losing their fucking mind. But he's been a baby face, sort of a heel, kind of a heel, baby, a little baby. He's been back and forth. Everybody's a tweener in this company, which means nobody gets over. Let's not forget AEW let Action Bronson wrestle. Exactly. Again, people love criticizing. The Brock Lesnar thing is my favorite example of watching the AEW fans melt down about how could you use Brock Lesnar? Do you know what they're like? Again, you have wrestlers currently in your company that signed NDAs to let a woman leave the company. The hypocrisy bothers me, guys. Okay? You might not always agree with me. You might not always like what I say, but I will not be a hypocrite. And if I am, call me out and we'll talk about it. But I can't be that way. I feel like you should judge every company. And you can't ignore your favorite company's shit just because you like them more than the other company. Okay? Triple H, if this is true, with Karrion Kross, drop the ball. Triple H with R-Truth, drop the ball. The John Cena heel turn, drop the ball. Triple H fucks up. WWE fucks up. Yo! Okay, that makes sense. So Christian Cage, Adam Copeland will take on Kip and Nick Wayne. Whoop, whoop. And then at All Out, they will fight FTR in Toronto. Okay. Yo. They added Kenny Omega. What? And Nabushi. So why did none of these people run in and gave kids back for a pay-per-view? The fuck is happening in this company? AEW could get Jake Paul. I highly doubt that. But though Jake Paul would be a phenomenal heel. But yeah, good luck. Kid, thank you for the super chat. Swerve had the crowd in the palm of his hands when they first went to London, where he ate the pin later on. Swerve is a superstar. Swerve and Tony Storm, to me, are the only two people that went to AEW and got better. I don't even have the graphic for this. Did anyone remember that the Ops were the world champions? And I read a report. I thought, I guess he's better. I read a report that Samoa Joe hurt himself filming Twisted Metal, but I guess he's okay. The World Trios champions are back, and Tony had to do the introductions because Justin Roberts got super kicked. But I agree with you, buddy. I think Swerve's one of the best talents out there. If produced right and marketed right, he is a guy that the whole company can get behind. He is somebody that sells tickets for you. The problem is he's not booked well. It's too 50-50. He's too much of a tweener. But my God, thank God for this main event. You know, I thought tonight might not be the best AEW show, but we got Mortost, Roosh, and what is Serpentico? No. Mystico? No. What co is it? Anyway, it's Los Ingobernables. And I'm being funny about the names. Hello. You are late. Weren't you here earlier? What's up, Boston? The Ops is for the win. Joe. I love Joe. So the main event tonight, I don't even have a graphic for this. I did not know this was happening. I didn't catch it on AEW's website. I didn't see this. So the main event tonight, again, Mortos gets another main event spot. Very similar to Alex Windsor. In AEW, we just saw Alicia Atout. We saw Renee Paquette. It's not who you know, but it's who you fuck, period. Sorry if anyone finds that offensive, but tell me when I'm telling lies. R-Truth is doing his music. Have you heard it? I have. I like it. He's doing good. He actually fucking, you know, we put it out on our story. He liked it. He followed us. We got a friend in R-Truth. I love R-Truth. I just think Triple H could have capitalized, whether you liked it or not, or whether it was part of your plans or not. Once you have that, and Triple H talks about it all the time. So that's what I get mad about with Trips, is he knows better. When R-Truth came back and cut his hair, and it was a big deal, you had to do something with him, and you didn't. But yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying R-Truth doing some music. Edge and Christian are finally back. Kenny and the Golden Lovers are back together. If you missed it, we're getting a cage match. Is it blood and guts? It is blood. Blood and guts, rage in the cage. Did you add the rage in the cage part, or did they? Jake Paul makes tens of millions of sparring matches. He good. No, 100%. And again, what I like about Jake Paul is one day he might change his mind. But I don't know if y'all remember, but when he was at Mania and he was on like the pre-show panel, even then he was getting in arguments with fans because he's kind of naturally a dick. 5-on-5 steel cage match. Is AEW doing War Games? Well, is it blood and guts, or is it just a steel cage match? So what I was told by them is that it's a lights out steel cage match. So if you're going to do a lights out steel cage match at Forbidden Door and then do blood and guts later, you're fucking dumb. Dear Tony, you are dumb if you do that. But it's different. No, it's not. Swerve needs better gear, maybe. Triple Nose. Where is it? Triple Nose is his new name. That's right. Shout out Anthony. Brought the Triple Nose to me. Swerve is good. Reminds me of Booker T and WCW, but WWE failed Swerve and Tony doesn't know how to book AEW wrestling. No disrespect. The brother is talented, but he needs to snap. I agree with you. Tony's struggling to book him. I agree. Like Swerve, and it's tricky sometimes because sometimes with booking or with companies or with sports, you let someone go before they kind of hit their stride. So if you didn't see their potential, but they found their potential without you, I think Swerve should be a top guy. Swerve, like Osprey, should be on all the posters. They should be making a big deal about him. The minute his music hits, the whole crowd should stand up and be swerving, and it should be that guy, like the big over baby face for your company. Triple H fucks up, but he pivots on his job. Listen, I think he makes less mistakes than he makes fuck ups. That's part of that's part of the good news. Is he perfect? No, but I think he gets more right than wrong. Is that fair? And they have, like, the John Cena thing wasn't going well. Hard left. Bring back Brock and let's go. What the fuck? So again, to each their own. But the difference, I think, is when things are shitty, a lot of times with WWE, you will see a pivot like we just saw with John Cena. With Tony, you get him out there going, best show ever. Best show ever. Right, Uncle Meltzer? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, guys. Anybody that thinks this show's above a 6 tonight, I can't go with you. Blood and Guts, Rage in a Cage. Let me catch up. Got that one. Thank you so much again, Denisha. Twisted Metal has been done filming for months. The new season is already streaming. Yes, which I just started watching season 2. That makes sense, but I feel like Joe was out for a while. I guess it was back. I don't know. I got my wires crossed, AD. Thank you. The Ops for the win. Did I put a poll up? I still got an old poll up. Let's see what this one says. 37% are saying Cross will go back to WWE. 18 saying AEW, 27 saying TNA, and 18% saying other. What would be the other? Is it New Japan? Is it just indie work in general? What do you think, guys? And again, Kid Revos, thank you so much for the super chat. Anyone out there, we do appreciate the love. And again, it goes into the channel. It goes into all our subscriptions. It keeps us alive. It keeps us floating. Allows us to, do what we do. So thank you so much. Misfit helping me out there too. We got More Toast. More Toast has had more main event matches than Swerve Strickland, than MJF, than Yuta, Claudio. Claudio's had a couple though. I'm just thinking in the last 2 months, right? Like Mortos this is like 3rd or 4th main event spot. Roosh, I didn't even know was still in the company. I did, but you know what I mean. How long is this match going to be? They are going to run another 5 minutes, as they did my favorite thing ever, is a commercial at the top of the hour. Am I missing something? Why does Tony Khan push more? Exactly. WWE gets criticized for not putting other companies over. AEW can't help but put guys from like New Japan over. If they give Tony Khan a little man chubby, they're going over. They will embarrass a Josh Alexander or a Brody King or a list of people for the latest Japanese guy that only 15 people in the crowd knew who the fuck he was. Yeah, no. I got a headache. Boston, don't turn the show on. Don't do it. If you hate NXT, you will despise this shit. Keeping it real. Thank you, Vance. I try. These More Toast and LFI are going to win this. Could you imagine we get new champs tonight? It'd be so fucking funny. Hook's going to come back. Remember, we got a Hook teaser. Did everybody see the Hook teaser? Anybody pumped? I've seen people recently talking about Jack Perry's return. Really? Are y'all excited? Is Jack Perry really going to save the day? Are we really like Jack Perry's the guy that's going to show up and make a difference? Nah, he's just another fucking guy. I'm more excited at the idea of Orange Cassidy might be back. Edge and Christian versus Nick Wayne and Kip. I fucking don't care. Straight up don't care. But it allows Edge and Christian. See, this is where you fuck yourself. Edge and Christian's big return, first time in years, should be at All Out. But you're going to burn the holy fuck moment for this. What should have happened, Richard, what should have happened is Christian fights Nick Wayne one-on-one. Edge has his back. If Kip tries to get involved, Edge spears him. Christian beats Nick Wayne, and that is the death of the patriarchy. And then you save that big, holy fuck, Edge and Christian are back together. You save that for All Out. That's how I would have done it. I don't give a fuck about Edge and Christian fighting Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. I don't care. Yes, there you go. KJ, if the kids can't take the real talk to another show, 100%. If people are going to get, we as a channel, as a policy, welcome all opinions. If you can be respectful and if you can make a bigger point than just this sucks, that shit, and I don't like it, we'll have a talk all day. You know that, Kenny. And again, this is the place for that talk. But Los Ingobernables take the L. Los Ingobernables. Yeah, thanks for coming out, Roosh and friends. Remember they made a big deal about signing Roosh? That is insane to expect Triple H to burn down creative for R-Truth. Come on, man. No, I don't think so. You don't have to burn down. I mean, you brought him back. I didn't bring him back. You said, oh, fuck, the fans are freaking out. Bring him in. You bring him back. You have him cut his hair. For what? Don't have that moment if you're not going to do anything else, right? Now R-Truth is about to team up with John Cena. See, that's good. That makes sense. Wonder how long the overrun will be. Right now, it looks like it's only going to be about 4 minutes. Joe works fast. He doesn't get paid by the hour. 4-1. LFI lost in 8 minutes. Main event match, guys. And it was still better than the first match tonight. How is Mercedes and Athena a team now? Well, because they're both heels. And I mean, you know, Athena graciously broke her winning streak for Mercedes. So why not bond over getting fucked by one of your friends? Edge and Christian making up the middle of a shitty weekly show. Everyone enjoyed SmackDown on Friday. I'm going to be watching me some oval dirt track racing. Well, Klaatu, enjoy it. We will be here live on Friday for not only SmackDown, but we will be here for Emergence. And this is a shitty ending. It's like they went short. We're in the overrun, and we're just walking around right now. It's going to reek of, oh, wait. Hangman is with Renee. So, and MJF, one more brawl before we go home. So, fucking hell. There's so much to unpack with that. So, MJF gets duped into giving up his contract for Forbidden Door. And MJF's eating the L. I'm calling it right now. And y'all will be here. We will have a prediction show for this. But I'm telling you right now, MJF's taking this L. Sorry, scarf wearers. 5 out of 10. What happened when Hook returns? I don't know. He picks a fight with Joe. So, I don't know, I guess. And that's it. Finally over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is AEW Dynamite. That is the show. Give me your rating out of 10. We take a rating out of 10 every single night. And like I said, we got more coming your way. We're back at it tomorrow for TNA, Friday for SmackDown and Emergence. Saturday, we got AAA, and we got all your favorite wrestling. But give me a rating out of 10. What did you like? What didn't you like? And I think you guys have a pretty good idea how I'm going to feel about this show. This show was poorly booked. It was poorly organized. It was a lot of rinse and repeat. Every match had a brawl. Every match had some bullshit. Nothing, a whole bunch of shit doesn't make sense. You're wasting big opportunities, like money-making opportunities, like Edge and Christian reuniting. You're going to waste it on a nothing match. I know there was a storyline there, but you should have put that one to bed before. Bad booking, bad decision-making, bad wrestling. Jon Moxley continues to be the worst motherfucker on this planet when it comes to wrestling of any type. It is shit. It is not good. He doesn't sell. He doesn't work. It looks like he's not trying. He looks lazy. He looks slow. He is fucking boring. And I think if I had to define tonight's show with one word, boring is the word I would choose. I was bored for 2 hours. Thank God for you guys out there and you girls out there in this chat that kept me interested and kept me entertained, because that show sucked. Again, help me figure it out. You got good talent sitting at home doing nothing, but you got shit talent in the ring. You get another all-star match that looked just like the last all-star match. You do tag matches that nobody's ever on the apron to even fucking tag. None of it makes sense. None of it lines up. It is all complete garbage. And as I've said multiple times tonight, it just sucked the bag. Hashtag suck the bag. That's what this one did. It was not good. It wasn't good. It was not good. That Moxley match to open the show sucked. Sorry, I lied. The MJF Adam Page segment to open the show fell flat. The fans in Cincinnati didn't give a fuck. They barely made any noise. They're making insults at each other, and the crowd's not even reacting. But the good news about that is Page gets MJF to squander, maybe not squander, but to put the contract up to get the title shot. He got egged on, as predictable, very like, you're afraid, Max. You're afraid, Max. You're a loser, Max. He got peer pressured into giving up his contract, so he did it. But the crowd didn't care. The Moxley match, you all know how I feel about Moxley. Yeah, it was a fucking hot pocket of a match that just splooged all over the inside of the microwave. It was not good. What else happened tonight? Anything really good? Anyone out there right now going, oh, but KJ, I liked this. What is the this? Did anyone like anything? And if any of y'all combat me with women's names because you like how they look, I'm not going to click on it. I can't even lie. Swear to God, I checked out for this whose match my head was buried in my phone since 9:30. Shake my head. It happens, Rants. It's all good. It's all good. Triple H has been slipping with his booking with some help from The Rock. Listen, I'm not letting him off the hook. You heard my opinions about Triple H making mistakes. I think there's less. I'm more, at least on Mondays and Fridays and Tuesdays, I feel entertained most weeks. Like the weeks that I go 4 or 5 or 6 out of 10 are fewer and far between than, this shit. And I can't get behind this shit. Push Omos, let's go. How is Murray? Yeah, I got that one. All right, let me roll down and catch up to y'all and say goodnight. But 5 out of 10, I'm going 4. I'm going to go 4. Moxley pisses me off. The 3 segments in a row, match brawl, everybody runs out. Next match brawl, everybody runs out. Match brawl, it's lazy, it's shitty, it's lame, it's not exciting. It's just fucking boring. 4 out of 10 tonight. I can't even lie. I got that one. 2. All right. 2. Yeah. So did you want him to win the title or something? If he came back, if he was going for a cheap pop, I never said anything about winning a title. You put him in something that matters. Again, if you don't bring him back and have him give a big speech and cut his hair for nothing, Bernard, it's that simple. You did it for nothing and then appeased the people and then shoved them under the carpet. That's what we did with R-Truth. I'm sorry that bothers you. I don't think he should have went after the world title. No. But he's a guy that if you put him in the ring, the fans were going to cheer for him. And this new attitude that he had, I thought had some legs to it, that he could have really got in there and fucked some people up. And with his attitude, you actually could have got him to beat up some baby faces to really kind of fucking spark some excitement. It was a drop ball. Such a weird main event, a shit main event. By the way, I didn't even get there. I was so fed up. The main event was garbage, a trios match between 6 people we barely see on this show, except Mortos, who ends up in all these main events like Alex Windsor. Again, in AEW, the nepotism or the nepotism by proxy, if you want to call it that, it's not how good you are, it's how good you fuck. And that's what I feel. I don't care. I don't get to expect for truth. That's all. I don't get the exceptions for truth. It's not an exception. You wrote the opening of a chapter, and you didn't complete the chapter. It was a waste of time to do what you did. You could have brought him back differently, but you had him stand on a table and you had him cut his hair and talk about all the things he was going to do, and then he never did it. It's like Jeff Jarrett telling us he was going to go on a retirement tour and then never did it. It's just you dropped the ball. Bumping into a 6 just for Max. That's enough out of you. 9 out of 10. Kevin, that can't be true. Kevin, that can't be true. That means NXT last night was a 27 out of 10. Do you see the problem? Do you see the problem, Kevin? MJF attacks Hangman to close the show. Yes, in the parking lot. 4 out of 10 from Kenny. 6 from Ken. This is an awful episode. I can't be alone in that thinking. No, it's fucking atrocious. It is horrible. Is Nikki Cross hurt? I don't know why they won't use Nikki Cross. Speaking of things that Triple H have fumbled, I don't know what we're doing there. Mortos got a promotion to jobbing in the yeah, that's exactly what he got. Honestly, the show doesn't deserve being rated. I like that, Frank. If Tony Khan isn't going to put the effort into booking a decent show, why should I put the effort into giving a rating? Fuck him. 3 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Mox Pockets, amazing. Mox Pockets, I love that. We're going to run with that. This is the MJF I've been waiting to see. Liked that segment. The opening segment of the show or the end where he beat him up? Let me know. 5 out of 10, 2 out of 10. I understand why somebody might say 2. Claw 2, have a good night. See you tomorrow. 5 out of 10. Moxley is horrific. Don't open shows with a Moxley match. Don't do it. It is a recipe to fucking ruin your show. I give it a 5. AEW was a 3. Wow. TK should have teased the MJF breakup with the Hurt Syndicate. There was no payoff. I mean, it's so fucked, and you're right. Again, how cool would it have been if MJF decides to get the title match and it's the Hurt Syndicate that screw him over because they don't like him? Now you get a payoff. You get something out of it. Bad writing, bad production. 5.5 out of 10 for AEW between having multiple Raw and SmackDown, where I've given 5s and 10s. That happens. 0 out of 10, no Jeff Jarrett. I love that. Sad to have them watch the show from 30 years ago to see wrestling I actually enjoy. That is sad. It really is sad. And now I'm not saying, I mean, right now in modern wrestling, there is some fun stuff. There is really good wrestling out there. I'm tired of people out there trying to tell me what is good and what is not good and what is bad. What doesn't work and what does work, or how I'm missing the point. I just don't get it. You could do it so better, like so much better. Like Tony talks about being a wrestling mark and an online wrestling nerd, and he was such a collector and loved all the wrestling. Then you should fucking know better, Tony. New Way is hilarious. You're snapping, my brother. I agree with your horrible show, AEW. Jordan, glad to hear it. Thank you. Shout out to your brother. AEW sucks the bag. That's it. It sucked the bag tonight. I don't know why this is Forbidden Door PPV when they have Forbidden Door every week. Again, I think Forbidden Door should be downgraded to like every second year. Just my 2 cents. 5 out of 10. What will happen? We'll come back and answer that tomorrow, but they're going to vacate that title if the rumors are true. AEW fold up or sell this company? Never. No, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I might be mad at a shitty show tonight, but I won't. I don't want it to go away. I want it to improve. Why do you keep watching? I'm fucking stupid and optimistic. You saw how the show started. I had all the hope in the world. 3 out of 10. Just listening. Yeah. Oops. Did I influence you? 5 out of 10. Hashtag refund. The crowd in Cincinnati gave no fucks. My bad. Let me rephrase that. They gave 0 fucks for this show tonight. It was crazy. 1,300 people in Cincinnati paid to go to a wrestling show and be moderately quiet for most of the show. AEW and WWE have been slipping on their booking of creative decisions lately. Yeah, maybe both. I mean, there's been stuff on both that I kind of like. And I mean, again, I've been very disappointed. The blunt, I'm with you on that one, 100%. But I am getting long-winded, and you guys are awesome. And as always, I'm slightly behind, but I am catching up, trying to get as many clicks as I can on you guys. 8.6 out of 10. Shut up, Austin. You didn't even watch. 9 out of 10. Yeah, no, that's got to go away. 9's not a good number. Again, I'm not allowed to tell you guys how to think. If you really did think it was a 9, I appreciate you. I just don't know what you liked. Yeah, no. Josh, people are allowed to think different. We don't judge around here. You gave Raw a 6. Yeah, I gave it a 7.5. So there you go. KJ, the R-Truth wanted to music more than Triple H gave him the time. Okay. Is that true? Okay. I'll accept that. This show makes WrestleMania 9. Facts. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I've given Friday night. That's okay. It's okay, Josh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that looks like I've made it all the way. I watched the entire show, and you give it anything higher than a 6, mean you can't be friends right now. I'll see you tomorrow. Or see you Friday. That was a bad show, Boston. You know it was. AEW and WWE got that one. Stephanie versus Rox for the WWE Women's title, unless Rhea gets in it. I wonder if they'll do a tournament. I hope they don't do a battle royal. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of words. I've said a lot tonight. I ranted a lot tonight. Tonight was a very disappointing performance by our buddies at AEW. As always, we start Wednesdays with a lot of hope, a lot of excitement. We want it to go well. Tonight sucked. The booking is bad. The decision-making is bad. And people are going to run around and make a mess in their pants or on their bed or on their dog or whatever it is in a fucking hot pocket for all I fucking know. But they, over nonsense, fucking Takahashi showed up. We get fucking Ibushi, Kenny, and none of them were even involved in the angle to get that match. It's all bad. And it could have been so much better tonight. Jon Moxley, you suck. You are a fucking exploded Hot Pocket. And you're not even actually watching the Hot Pocket explode would have probably been more fun than Jon Moxley tonight. But I appreciate everybody. We love having you here. Don't forget, get your merch, join the WFU, use the hashtags, go check out Impact tomorrow night, 7:45. It's going to be a fun one. Triple Mania on Saturday, SmackDown and Emergence on Friday. We got more live wrestling than anybody else out there. But at the end of the day, keep it coming. And I know, Boston, that's why I love you, buddy. But Triple A on Saturday. Our fantasy football for the members only. If you want to watch me and Nick make fun of each other for an hour or so, we will be here on Saturday for that. And again, we watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. We thank you for being a part of the shows. And on behalf of Ringsider Anthony, who thankfully I got through the full show tonight, but on behalf of Ringsider Anthony, on behalf of Big Nick, I'm KJ White. Have a good night. See you on the flip side, folks. Bye. Come back tomorrow.